This one is a little more recent, Sean. The last one went all the way back to 1580. This one is only from 1798.
Okay, hurry up, it's nearly 11.
Oh, come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Hush your vocal, hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. I bear orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon, for the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. 2, 3, 4. Oh, come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the gathering is to be. On the old spot by the river, quite well known to you and me. One more word for signal token, whistle out the marching tune. With the pike upon your shoulder, by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. With the pike upon your shoulder, by the rising of the moon. Out from many a man walk gathered round and watching through the night. Many a Malay heart was beating for the blessed morning light. Murmurs rang along the valleys to the Banshee's lonely crew, and 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. And 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. All along the singing river, that black mass of man was seen. High above the shining weapons flew their own beloved green. Death to every foe and traitor, whistle out the marching tune. And our army buys for freedom at the rising of the moon.
I think they're leaving us with a taste from the...
By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, for the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, with a pike upon your shoulder by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. And 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. For the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. And a army fights for freedom at the rising of the moon.
Thanks very much, fellas. Sorry about the earlier intrusion. I was about to say there's more. There's certainly a taster more of that group, the High Kings, and we will have more from them in our second hour.